You with the arms and legs. Hurry on up.
Damn that robot.
We have to investigate.
Looks like even machines don't stand the test of time. It's incredibly old. I'm getting up just like when I nearly froze to death on my first solo mission 4 years ago.
Those events occurred because you didn't adequately. There were no special notes regarding this mission. While it may be confidential, so don't dwell on possibilities. Don't you only have about 7 days left to live? The reward for completing this mission successfully is eternal life.
Eternal life. I wonder what eternal life feels like.
You will have to ask when the mission is complete.
I'll do whatever I want. NSBs? What are Orbit's NSBs doing here?
Intruder alert! Intruder!
The NNSBs think we're enemies.
Elvis, what happened? Have all the NSBs gone mad?
There might still be something nearby. Let's get out of here for now.
Elvis is a voice. Hey, didn't you say our mission was to collect a frontier? They're treating allies like enemies and attacking them. Damn it. What on earth are they trying to... I know eternal life is important, but it won't matter if we die now. I know there was no other choice, but isn't Medea from the combat team supposed to handle missions like this?
I didn't know. This is highly confident. They never said I can't tell the mission leader. The NSBs that were sent here first were hacked and started displaying strange behavior. And knowing that, Deucalion appointed you.
Huh?
This mission requires a biological researcher, not a robot, who has an open mind about hacking. It also requires someone who can handle basic from among the agents.
So he chose me.
Personally, you kind of look like him, but your personality is just...
Really? Deucalion must be handsome too.
The hacking signal is getting stronger as we approach the spaceship. All we have to do is figure out the cause and find the target.
Hey, I just realized you're a robot, yet you didn't get hacked.
What? Are you excited? I'm superior to hunks of junk like that. This thing is really fun. But just in case I get hacked later.
I'll break you down and recycle you. The frontier space. What if there are a bunch of security devices? Can you deactivate?
If I get any closer,
You want me to go by my...
Deucalion has a discerning eye and chose you for a reason.
count? Looks like it's locked.
Why don't you try destroying everything?
A clever suggestion. What? These facilities look familiar. Damn. They even brought a heavy armor?
What's wrong? Did something happen?
Quiet. I'll tell you all about it once I get back outside. Is this it? I think I found something. There's an old SCA that looks like you. I've never seen this model before. Is it on?
Age! The hacking signal disappeared.
Really? I think it reacted to me.
I'm sure we'll know once we analyze it. Just make sure What did you find?
Is this thing... That was danger.
You still made it out alive. Stop complaining and put the... I need to analyze this and report to...
Elvis! Medea! What do you think you're doing?
Getting rid of unnecessary obstacles and seizing the object of your desire. That's how the combat troops do things. Is there a problem?
Why are you acting so shameless after interfering with someone? And what's more, you're intercepting the... I can't just...
Arrogant. You must have a death. I'll just put you out of... Kill him!
Elvis. What's so special about Elvis?
Wow, I'm touched.
What? It's still...
It's me. Exploration Team Senior Agent 8. Remaining lifespan, 6 days, 12 hours, and 39 minutes. Your face might resemble Deucalion, but you lack his brains and wit. So don't let it go to your head. Each time you have narrowly avoided death on the mission, you kept the underwear you were wearing as a lucky charm, looking in the mirror before taking a...
Okay. It knows so much of... What the heck?
I don't know. I must have been moved into the relic.
What on... I wonder what Medea and Deucalion planned to...
I think we need to focus more on those NSBs that were detected nearby, and less on your curiosity. It seems Medea's combat troops are looking for us. Do you think we can fight again?
My blade broke in our current state. There's no...
In fact... Place your hands near the crystal. I think I might...
How did you make that sword?
I don't know. It's just one of the features of this relic. But it looks like swords that are made using the crystal's energy aren't as strong as the original sword.
It would be best to make many more in advance. Well, I guess we're not ones to be picky. I'm sure we can use it.
Try absorbing the blue crystal too. I think this crystal's energy can be used to restore life. There are so many crystals here. Absorb all that energy.
I think I've absorbed all the...
Wait here. I will accelerate time and try...
No way. What the heck is that relic?
Age. Now there is some other... Drop who else? They've got a bad temper, so I don't think we can avoid...
Is that what they call a dam? They're coming at us all...
A terrain radar has been detected inside the forest. Let's go check it out. What an interesting crystal. I think I can make something good once I absorb it. It's a terrain radar that was used by Brent. It looks like it's still working.
I feel like there's a Elvis. Is there it would be great if we could contact Ocalion directly.
You think a new function will just pop out? There's way too much data in here. Dealing basic attacks while supporting. I'm detecting some very powerful with that amount of energy. There's a...
Really? What's that? The path is blocked.
This must have happened when the NSP power source crashed near a crystal. If we want to break that down, we need a sword made using energy.
Then we have to find the...
Similar energy has been... The energy is coming from the path to the right. Let's try going that way.
I don't think it'll give up the energy without a...
This one is bigger than the dragon. Absorbing the core that was left behind by the red Dracoel. Let's go back to where the path was blocked.
Medea's NSGs followed us all the way here.
They must be found in this entire area to catch it.
First Dracoels, now Medea's henchmen. We have to hurry and find a spaceship.
Use a way that'll be more effective on Dracoels.
It's endless. How many NSDs did Medea mobilize?
I'm expecting too many of them to fail. We should close before more of them rush in.
Damn it. Heavy armor. We're going to die of exhaustion at this rate. Why are they so obsessed with this relic anyway?
I'm not very good at using the relic yet. It has the power to control time, just like we saw earlier. If we use it properly, we might be able to turn back time for the entire world.
Incredible. Was Medea after this machine with that knowledge in mind? Too. Anyway, something of this scale means there's something going on. I can't just hand it over to Medea. And I still have to continue the mission. Otherwise...
Whether you die by Medea's hands or die of old age, you'll have no future. I'm detecting some very powerful energy inside this building.
Frontier's building. We seem to be on the right path. There's no end to them.
I think they figured out our trajectory by tracking the NSBs they lost contact with.
But
an automatic security. I don't think this door will open until whatever.
Is it because of Medina?
I'm not sure.
are too many tailing us. Elvis, is there any way for us to get rid of these guys all at once? Try hacking them or something.
Everything so highly obscure, but it's impossible in this situation.
That's a good idea. How much energy do we need? Let's just not talk about it.
That seems pretty menacing. Do you think it's the reason the security system was turned on?
Let's absorb its energy and go back to the door.
That locked door.
myself. Yeah, you can. There's a slight delay though, but it's... I think that's always in streams, sort of a slight delay. Hey, what's up? So yeah, this is kinda... This reminds me, this game, I've been playing it for about 2 hours now, and this game really... Or an hour, I'm not entirely sure how long. This game reminds me a lot of Nier Automata. Like, it honestly just feels exactly the same, but just with a guy. And a pretty cool sort of system where you have 4 different weapons, and each weapon has a strength against a certain type of enemy. But I guess that's with every hack and slash game. That was pretty stupid. But okay, I mean, you have like this weapon that seems to be really good against armored enemies and stuff. But it looks pretty cool. I kind of like how it switches. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of Devil May Cry, where you could switch your weapons on the fly. So you're doing like a really cool combo, and then bam, you switch your weapons, and bam, you switch it again. That was pretty cool in Devil May Cry. It kind of reminds me of this. And I also have to mention that there is a 6 GB patch, but I am playing the game unpatched at the moment because I didn't want to wait. So I'll be honest, I think this game actually runs at 60 frames. It is really fluid, and yeah, pretty cool. Oh wait, you can turn back time, that's right. Bam! Does that mean enemies? Oh. I thought maybe enemies would respawn too. That would be pretty cool. Increase critical damage. I just want to increase... I wonder if this is also sort of a, like Nier Automata, a sort of semi-open world where you can sort of backtrack and grind, I guess, for enemies. We're gonna see it. We're gonna find out. Increase the number of modules you can equip. Elvis, of course he has. Increase the number of time shift. Let's do healing. Because, yeah, I get fucked up a little bit once in a while. The PSP was marketed as sort of a handheld PlayStation 2. And I think that's why a lot of the PSP games not only look like sort of a little bit dumbed down PS2 games, but they had sort of the length and, you know, they felt like, they felt like PS2 games, but that was on purpose. Maybe that's why they're pretty long. You know, I am not someone who grew up with handheld gaming, and I just cannot stand a small screen for too long. So games like 30 minutes Hero, you know, are really cool, and fighting games are really cool. But for an RPG, I think one of the few... I played a couple of RPGs pretty long. I mean, Final Fantasy 4, even though I have the cable where you can hook up your PSP to the screen, to a big screen. So I kind of played Final Fantasy IV in that way. Oh, you can grind. Oh, that is pretty cool. Okay. I guess. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, that's nice to know that you can basically sort of grind the enemy sort of respawn, I guess. Certain, if you rewind time or perhaps at a certain point. I did have a PS Vita, but I honestly, besides a couple of fighting games, I think I had Street Fighter X Tekken, Dead or Alive, and Blaze Blue. I didn't really play that much on my Vita, and some years ago I actually sold it, and like PS Vita is the only system that I don't really have. I don't really care about that much. The game looks pretty good, by the way, because this is called a Korean indie, and you know, if you've seen Project Eve or Eden, whatever, Korean games, I mean, they look a lot better than most Japanese games. I don't know why though. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the Korean gaming industry is a lot bigger than I think it is. I know MMOs are pretty big in Korea, and I know like StarCraft is really big, but it's weird how a Korean developer can make a game that looks pretty good. I mean, to me personally, the game looks pretty good, and this is called an indie. And then you have RPG developers that have been developing games for many years, and their games look as good as this one.
This must be Frontier. Plus, we're disconnected from the system of the biolaboratory that was built on the surface.
I do like the screen of the Switch though. It's a lot bigger, so. But yeah, I mostly play Switch.
Why must everything be so complicated?
And I don't really play Switch that much. There are certain games that I still want for the Switch, of course. I mean, the Switch has a large library of exclusives. I have not played Astral Chain because I know that game looks beautiful, and I know it's pretty good. But I'm gonna leave you. Yep, I'm gonna leave you. Friends of mine wanna chat on the party, so yeah, this was very, very short. At least I hope you enjoyed it, and I will definitely talk to you later, because I will try to sort of stream a lot more. So yeah, see you later, alligator.